There's a good way to illustrate this mystery and this power of Jesus who gives us strength through our suffering because he is a man. It reminds me of 6 years ago, I think it was, me and some guys here at the church ran this, or I walked, some of them ran this race called the Spartan Super. And maybe you heard about it up here on Wintergreen, the ski resort up here on the mountain. They rent it, and several thousand people run this race or compete in this race. It was 9 miles up and down the ski resort. You're like going up and down ski slopes carrying, I'm not joking, not exaggerating, you're carrying like buckets of gravel or like a log. It's like they're like coming up with ways to like humiliate you, destroy you, kill you. So the first race had these people who run Spartans all the time. They think it's fun. And I was so amazed because when I started running mine at 10, our heat began at 10. We just got started, so our clothes are clean. You're kind of got as much energy as you'll have for the rest 6 hours it took us to finish the race. And I remember we were just getting started, and I was going as fast as I could. And someone ran by us. I'll call her, she is a grass eater. You just look at these people. They look like they're pure muscle running up a hill. They've never tasted bacon. I remember seeing this person. It was a girl, and I remember it because she had no shoes on. And I remember, this is so weird. She was covered in mud. The rest of us were still clean because it was the beginning of the race. She bolts by us, and I heard her muttering to somebody, "Oh yeah, I just finished the earlier heat. I'm just running this one for fun." So she was going to do another 9 miles. And she was barefoot, she said, for an extra challenge. So to say all of that, because these grass eaters, they're like on another plane. They're superhumans. And every once in a while, you'd see them just lapping you as you're going around and probably laughing at you as well. Another one of the obstacle courses was one of those black diamond ski slopes. You see you're supposed to pick up a log and carry it up the mountain. And it was so stupid. It's so dangerous. I remember looking up, and every once in a while, someone would drop their log. They just fall over. What happens then? It rolls down the mountain. And so you look up, and you see people falling like bowling pins. They're jumping, screaming for their life. At this point, I was so tired, so exhausted. I remember thinking, this is not a bad way to go. Just let the log roll over you. At least you don't have to finish the race. These guys who were with me, they were not the grass eaters. They were the bacon eaters. They were as tired as I was. They were ready to give up as many times as I was. And they never did. You see, if I had been starting that race with a grass eater, I would have given up after 100 yards. They're just on a whole other plane, truly. But with these guys who were just like me, I felt like if they're not giving up, I'm not going to give up. If they can be brutalized for another hour, I can too, I guess. And we had each other to walk through it. They were human. Listen, so is Jesus. Some of you are ready to give up because of that temptation you're facing. You think, well, Jesus was able to do it because he was God. But listen, the Bible says, Hebrews 4, we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was tempted just as we are, yet without sin. Jesus wanted to quit. That's why when he said to the Father there in the garden before he went to the cross, he says, Father, take this cup. I don't want to die. If you read the other Gospels, you see that he said it 3 times. Imagine Jesus saying to his daddy, I don't want to go to the cross. Take it from me. I don't want to do this. He wasn't lying. He meant it. He wanted to give up. But he said at the end, nevertheless, not what I want, but what you want. Not my will, but thy will be done. Jesus wants to walk with you. He's not going to give up on you. He's going to suffer every step of this with you. And he promises to get you through it. He alone can. Because the one thing about Jesus, he is 100% man, but he also shows us how to 100% rely on his Father.